right, guys, I am back with another Tuesday tip. My name is Kim. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kim E, the Diabetes MP, and I like to come on here on Tuesdays and answer a question that I get. I get a ton of questions, and instead of making a full video and, doing something like that, I felt like it would be good just to answer those questions. So, if by chance you have questions that you would like for me to answer, to get some clarity on, you can always DM me those questions and hopefully I'll be able to get around them. So today, a question that I get, and I do have some slides, and the title of this it's kind of two-parter, so just bear with me. So let me get my things up. So Tuesday tips: are there medications that treat PCOS? And so the reason why I want to answer this particular question is because, yes, I'm the diabetes MP, but there are medications that are anti-diabetic medications that are used to help and alleviate the symptoms of PCOS. So let's get on into it, okay? So first off, let's just start with what is PCOS, which it is known as polycystic ovary syndrome or polycystic ovarian syndrome. And typically this is a condition that you'll see in women that's in the endocrine system, and there's an imbalance of hormones, okay? Now, part of this hormonal imbalance, it creates problems with the ovaries, and what it does is it keeps the ovary from whether developing an egg fully or there is not ovulation, it won't be released. So ovulation is not happening as it should, okay? So what meds treat PCOS? Now, technically, there is no cure, for PCOS, but there are pharmacological treatments that you can help to alleviate. Now, one of the ones that we know big time is metformin. But another one that a lot of people may or may not know is also TZDs. Now, that's a very long name, and I'm probably going to butcher it because I'm from the South, I'm country, but for short, TZDs, and the medicines that are in this drug class are your pioglitazone, which is like Actos, okay? Now, one of the things that people may or may not know is that drug class also restores ovulation as well. Now, one of the things about TZDs is that they're considered not anti-glycemic, not hypoglycemic agents, but insulin sensitizers. Our body it makes it more sensitive, our body more sensitive to register the insulin so it can be used. So just a little tidbit there. And then of course with, metformin, the way that metformin helps with PCOS is that it lowers the insulin and androgen levels, which tend to be high in PCOS. And of course, over time, ovulation is restored. Okay, so clearly this is a condition in women, and we tend to see PCOS in women that have obesity. You see it a lot in younger women, and clearly their childbearing years are important. And so you do want to make sure that, if and when they want to get pregnant, that they can get pregnant. And if by chance you guys want to know a little bit more about PCOS, I have made blog post over this and have linked like really good resources to this in my blog post, and I'll put it's probably in my link in bio. It probably is because I link everything in my link in bio. But on my website, ellisdiabetes.com, I made a whole post over PCOS and insulin resistance and how it plays and all that stuff like that. So feel free to go over there, read, and get more information about that. But I really wanted to bring to light that a lot of times when we're talking about medications that help restore ovulation, we always talk about metformin. But I also wanted to just bring up today that TZDs, pioglitazone / Actos, also does that as well. something that's very interesting that I do want to also say as well, that there is no cure, but there are medicines that do help with this, help with it. So what is next? So some people, I have had the question within that question. So if metformin does not work for a patient, can I start them on something else? Well, use your clinical judgment, but realize that none of these medicines are curative. They're not going to cure anything. TZDs come with their own challenges. As with every med class, they come with their own challenges. So you may end up creating a situation for a person who doesn't need that situation, because there's other options out there as well. So another option that people put women that have PCOS, put them on, oral contraceptives. And so there's different things. And again, I go into detail on this in my blog. I really don't want to make these Tuesday tips very long, but something that you can do if you want to know more about these individual drug classes and the challenges that they bring, I've made a whole playlist, YouTube playlist, of all the drug classes of diabetic that treat diabetes on my YouTube channel, and it's under diabetes treatment. Also, with each medication class, I have created free cheat sheets. That's a part of my NP Diabetes Starter Pack. So with this starter pack, not only will you get cheat sheets, but you're going to get a whole other, like a whole pack of freebies that I have created, just so you can download, you can print, you can download it on your phone, your computer, whatever. So if that is something that you're interested in, especially like if you're a student, if you're new, if you just feel like you just need a refresher, those med sheets are really great. And again, as many of you may or may not know, I do have a new course out called the Diabetes Med Boot Camp. Now, I just finished running a sale, so if you missed that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's still available, and it comes with continuing education, and I go really into detail because it's about a little over 3 hours of content, and you get continuing education hours, contact and pharmacology hours. So if that is something that you're interested in, and your job reimburses for continuing education, most employers, if you're full-time or part-time, they will, or they should. But I know for my job, they give us an allowance every year, so you can use that. It is accredited through AANP, and so I would love for you to check that out if that is something you're interested in. Again, if you have questions, feel free to DM me these questions. I have a running list of questions that I'm going to come on every Tuesday as long as I'm able to do this. Like I said, last week it was the holiday, so I didn't come on. But if you have questions that you would like to be answered, quick questions like rapid fire type questions, put them in my DM. And I will keep a running total of them, and I'll come on and I'm answering questions that I feel that a lot of people, I've gotten a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to, be able to, kill a couple of birds with one stone. So anyways, guys, my name is Kim E, the Diabetes MP, and thank y'all for joining. Bye.